Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Graham Platner has been campaigning in Southern and Central Maine this week. Town halls being held in Windham and Augusta.
He's held more than 50 town halls since launching his run last August. Platner dropped by our studio for a sit-down interview with our Phil Hirschkorn.
Join me in welcoming
Graham Platner has led in Maine Democratic Senate primary polls all year.
It mimics like the energy that we're feeling on the ground, which is that as we continue doing the town halls, as I continue going around the state, we continue to see the crowds grow, even as we go to smaller and smaller communities.
Platner telling me enthusiasm for his campaign is related to its openness.
Our events are open to the public. Anybody can come. We don't screen questions. And if you're going to represent the working people of Maine, you need to go out into working communities and make yourself accessible.
We are living in a scenario right now where authoritarianism is very much on the rise.
Platner's Defend Democracy agenda includes term limits for Supreme Court justices, 18 years, staggered, so every president can appoint at least one.
The Supreme Court, with lifetime appointments, is essentially immune to outside Democratic influence, and I don't think that that is good for a healthy democracy.
Like his Democratic primary opponent, Governor Janet Mills, and unlike incumbent Republican Senator Susan Collins, Platner wants to end the Senate filibuster, the rule that requires 60 votes to pass almost everything, a minority of 40 senators capable of thwarting the will of the majority.
Well, it has been used at this point as a cudgel for decades to shut down any legislation that really is good for like the working people of this country.
We need to use public money to reopen shuttered hospitals.
The top line of Platner's healthcare platform is Medicare for all, not just for seniors age 65 and older.
When I talk about Medicare for all, it is an existing Senate bill.
Okay.
It's not a concept. It's an existing bill. Bernie Sanders put it in a number of years ago. There's a 4-year rollout, which essentially means that we start at the top end, lowering the age, but we also come up from the bottom, expanding benefits to children.
Platner calls President Trump's undeclared war on Iran illegal, and the military veteran doesn't buy the commander-in-chief's justification of destroying Iran's nuclear weapons potential.
I was told last summer that we fully obliterated their nuclear program.
Not you, the nation was told by
That's
the
right.
president.
That's right.
When we bombed.
When we bombed last time. So either somebody was lying then, or somebody is lying now.
Platner believes if President Trump wants to deploy ground troops in Iran, he must get authorization from Congress.
If I had my way, he should have had to go to Congress before doing any of this stuff. I mean, what's important to remember is, look, I think this war is uniquely stupid. We have handed off more and more power to the executive branch when it comes to making war and waging war, year after year, conflict after conflict. And what we have now is a result of that.